This is section 2.5, day 2, solving two-step equations. Our objective today is still to solve two-step equations using inverse operations. We're just going to jump right into some practice problems. 9x minus 23 equals negative 104. Let's draw our wall. A reminder that we get rid of addition and subtraction first. So right now I'm subtracting 23 from the x side of the equation, so I'm going to add 23 to both sides. I end up with 9x equals 81, negative 81. And then to undo 9x, that's multiplication. To undo multiplication, I divide by 9, so x equals negative 9. To check our answer, we do 9 times negative 9 minus 23. Does that equal negative 104? Well, 9 times negative 9 is negative 81 minus 23, which does indeed equal negative 104. So it checks out. Our next one, 24 plus 9x equals negative 84. This one is in a slightly different order than we're used to. You can think of it as 9x plus 24. It's addition. I can switch my order all I want. That is fine. Or I can just realize to make a 0, I still have to get rid of this 24. 24 plus. So in either way that I wrote it, either plus 24 or 24 plus 9x, I'm going to have to subtract off 24 first. So whichever way you need to do it to make it make more sense, either way is okay. So 9x equals negative 84 minus 24 is negative 108. And now I divide both sides by 9, leaving me with x equals negative 12. To check our answer, always plug it into the original. So 24 plus 9 times negative 12, does that equal negative 84? Well, 9 times negative 12 is negative 108. And 24 plus negative 108 is negative 84. So both sides are equal and it checks out. Negative 47 minus 9x equals 16. This one is a bit more tricky. We can start it a couple ways. We can rewrite our minus as plus negative 9x equals 16, and then we can flip-flop them if we want to. We can make it negative 9x plus negative 47 equals 16. Whether or not you flip-flop it is up to whether or not you see the next step. Now to get rid of plus a negative, I have to subtract a negative 47. But that is exactly the same as adding positive 47, remember? You can call that adding positive. We're left with negative 9x equals 63. And now we're going to get rid of the negative 9 on the x. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 9. So we get x equals negative 7 because 63 divided by negative 9 is negative 7. To check, we'll do negative 47 minus 9 times negative 7. Does that equal 16? Well, negative 47 stays the same. 9 times negative 7 is negative 63. Minus the negative becomes plus positive. Negative 47 plus 63 is 16, so it checks out. 1 plus x over 2 equals negative 7. This one is just like the one we did before where they're just flip-flopped in order. We can either rewrite it as x over 2 plus 1, since it's addition, equals negative 7, or we can leave it the way it was. Draw our wall. First step, either way, is going to be to subtract 1. We want to get that 1 to go away. So we're left with x over 2 equals negative 8. And then to solve, we need to get rid of the divided by 2, so we times 2 to both sides. So x equals negative 16. To check our answer, we do 1 plus negative 16 over 2. Does that equal negative 7? Well, negative 16 over 2 is negative 8, and 1 plus negative 8 is negative 7, so it works. X over negative 3 minus 1 equals 4. This one is very straightforward. We're going to start off by adding 1 to both sides. So we're left with x over negative 3 equals 5. To get rid of division, I multiply by negative 3. So x equals negative 15 is my answer. To check, I do negative 15 over negative 3 minus 1, is it 4? Negative 15 divided by negative 3 is positive 5. 5 minus 1 is 4, so it checks out. 2 plus x divided by negative 2. You can rewrite this one if you want. Since it's addition, you can just flip-flop the order. Or you can recognize in your head that to get rid of that 2, I have to subtract it. So I have x over negative 2 equals 6. X over negative 2, I multiply both sides by negative 2. And end up with x equals negative 12. Let's check our answer. 2 plus negative 12 over negative 2. Does that equal 8? 2 plus, well, negative 12 over negative 2 is 6. And 2 plus 6 is indeed 8, so it checks out. Your assignment is page 83, and we will have a quiz following this and our two-step equations worksheets 2 and 3. Those are both assignments, and we will have a quiz afterwards.